Hi everyone. Today we are going to see how to set up Telnet protocol and router passwords also using Cisco packet tracer. So this is the LAN that we are given. We have configured both the PCs with this default gateway, which is the IP address of this interface of the router, which we have not set up. We have configured everything inside the LAN, but we have not done anything to this router. We will be doing that in this video only. We can cross check like these two PCs are configured. We can just open it, go to the desktop, then go to the IP configuration. We can see like this is the IP address of this particular PC and this is the default gateway of this PC. Now let us go and configure our router. Before doing that, let me tell you why we need Telnet. I am going to click on this router and just open the command line interface in order to change any configuration or just look at anything, everything is okay or whatever it is. If I want to access this router, like I have to access it physically, I have to operate it by just accessing it. I cannot remotely access it. So that problem can be solved using Telnet. Telnet is just a protocol like SSH in Linux. It enables us to access the command line interface of our router right from the PC. For that, we have a password for authentication to the router. So just before going and doing anything with the router, let us go and look at if we can do any telnet on this router initially. Nothing is set up. So we can go to telnet 192.168.1.1. It will not also telnet like it because the router is not configured well at all, so it will not be able to access it. So remote host is not responding because the IP address is not like this is not attached to this interface. First of all, let us do that and see what happens. No, we go to the enhanced mode, then we go to the configuration, which is config T, the global configuration. Then we go to the interface G 0 by G interface G 0 by 0 by 0, which is the interface as you can see in this, where this IP address is like to be assigned. This is the interface we're going to work with. So we go there in the interface, we add the IP address and 192.168.1.1 and the default mask, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. I beg pardon, I have to do that again. Okay, so this is the IP address. Done. No shutdown, we don't want it to shut down. All right, and we want to end it and we want to save our configuration by using WR. We can cross check it by just writing show IP interface brief. So we can say this interface is having this IP address. All right, let's go back over there and try to tell that again. So we can see like again we can try. So we cannot do any like telnet over there. It was initially connection timeout, remote host not responding. Now it is closed by the foreign host because it is not allowing telnet. Telnet is not working over there. So let's go and configure a router so that telnet can be working over there. Now before we start, let me tell you like we can have our script written somewhere like in this notepad and we can paste there directly. So we will be doing that here just to save the time for the video. So I have written the script here, which is for setting up the password to the router first of all. After that we will be doing the telnet. Now we can see we can enter the enhanced mode directly, which is simply like super user in the Linux. We don't want that. We want authentication or verification even here. So we will be setting up a password for this router, and then we will be going to the telnet and setting up a password for that as well. So before we go to that, we will be enabling the secret, which is simply like setting up the password pass@123 for the enhanced mode of router. For that, simply copy paste this command, paste it. We are done. If I exit now and if I enter the enhanced mode again, I will see like it is asking me password, which is pass@123. Alright, so I have entered it. Now we have to set up the telnet. Still we are not done. For setting up telnet, we go to the global configuration, config T, then we type line VTY 0 to 5. 0 to 5 means like we want simultaneous. 0 to 5 means total of 6. At max it can be 6 people directly doing telnet to our router. And a router is like this password is the password for the telnet protocol, which is for the user verification. And then we are ending it and writing it. So let's copy it and paste it here. So it is done. We can exit it simply. Exit. Let us close it. Let us again go back to this to this admin, and we simply do the telnet again. We try to do the same thing. As we can see, it is not closed just like that. It is working, and we have to actually put the password for the telnet. So for the verification, the password, as we have seen over there, the password is telnet@123. So let us type it. telnet@123. We can see we are inside the router. Now let's go to the enhanced mode and see the global configuration of our interfaces in the router. For that we type en. Again it is asking the password. This password is the password for the router enhanced mode, which is this pass@123. Let's go and enter it. Pass@123. Now we can see we are inside the router enhanced mode. Let us look at the global configuration of this router, which is show IP interface and brief. So we can see this is the IP address of this interface and all. We can see everything. We can also interact with it, like we can also ping it 192.168.1.1. so everything is working, like telnet is also working and everything is set up. So we served the purpose of this video, which was simply controlling this router without touching it. We are configuring this router right from here using telnet. This is the beauty of this protocol. That's it for this video. In the next video we will be doing something like static routing using DHCP, IP addressing using DHCP and all. A lot of things is there to come. So for that, stay tuned and take care. See you in the next video. Thank you.